To our panel, thank you for being here today, and to the men and women who serve under you in the intelligence community, our heartfelt thanks for their service to our country, very often in difficult and trying situations at great sacrifice. The nation owes you and them a great debt of gratitude, so we thank them. Director Clapper, this be for you and for anyone else who might want to attempt to comment. A few years ago, this issue of piracy seemed to resurface with Somalia, and it appeared at the time that there was somewhat of a disorganized ragtag band that was interested in shaking down someone for money, and we all know the circumstances that developed after that. Recently, there are some who are suggesting that terrorist networks have attempted to become involved with the piracy issue from two vantage points. Number one, to be able to fund money for their terrorist activities. Number two, if they can't shake down somebody for money, they can create real terror in an incident that they might perpetrate. Can you comment on that at all?
Well, first, sir, you've highlighted a serious problem. Piracy is a major issue, particularly, of course, as it's connected with Somalia, which is essentially is a failed state. There is no government, has been no government there since 1991, and so that it is that area of the world where the pirates are most prevalent. There is, I think, some connection, particularly with al-Shabaab in Somalia in relation to piracy. I think either directly or indirectly, they do obtain revenue from some of these pirate activities, although most of it to this point appears to be just individual criminal gangs operating to extract money for holding hostage these ships. Obviously, that's something we're watching. In fact, terrorist threat finance is a high interest item for the community. Mike, do you want to add?
Congressman, the only thing I would add is we're particularly worried about piracy in the area because it also, to some extent, shows the growing and we think problematic potential linkage and real linkage between al-Shabaab in Somalia and al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula in Yemen. And in particular, because as Director Mueller stated, we've had a series of Americans go to Somalia to train and join al-Shabaab. Any connective tissue that we see across those straits between Somalia and Yemen is very problematic.
And I'm wondering if you can confirm or deny or comment on some recent press reports of an Arab-financed effort to train a security force in the Somali rump state government of Puntland to fight piracy.
Sir, it might be best to discuss that in private session, in closed session.
Okay, and maybe you can touch on this. Tell me if you can or can't. More broadly, do you have any suggestions of what additionally we might be able to do to address this issue of piracy?
Well, one of the challenges, I'm not sure that we can do something about it, but one of the challenges with pirates is if you capture them, what do you do with them? The international legal mechanisms for prosecuting, trying, and convicting pirates turns out to be rather problematic. That's not obviously something we in the U.S. can do something, but that is a problem for the international community.